Hey everyone, Colin once again, and welcome back to the next episode review of Go Go Loser Ranger, episode 6. And once again, really enjoyed the episode. And I think it's probably the most action-packed I've seen of the series so far. So, I would probably say that it's probably the more action-packed episode of the series so far. But it shows what D doing a little bit of cleverness, once again when he's disguised as Hibiki, right? Now, the question is, will we see the real Hibiki again? Because last time we see him, because he has no hand and he's wandering around the woods, so I don't know for sure we're going to see the real one again for not a while now, so. But anyway, now what D is still disguised as Hibiki, now he has to do this exam, where they go up against a couple of the ranked ranger cadets. So like one for the red, one from the green, right? One from the yellow. Well, we see she's a Curry, but she only appears by a brief end though. But it's basically a battle between the red and the green cadets. The ranked cadets, and so, and they have 3 days to do this within like time, like what 30 minutes. So this is the first day. So, and well, it opens up with in this battle simulation, like a holographic simulation test, right? Where Hibiki says, "Hey," sees these two the holograms though, but these two civilians like, "Hey, we should protect the civilians first," but all his other comrades, they're just too busy destroying monsters. Say, hey, destroying monsters is the first priority. So, but it just shows how they're so inept on destroying monsters, putting ahead that as citizens, I guess. So during on this test, they each get partners. They each get a partner, two partners from each colored squad, right? Like with the not Hibiki, but D, he's partnered with this one guy who doesn't want his help. He says he wants to work it alone, right? Doesn't need no help at all. And so, and the red ranked cadets they're going up against is the guy who was who wore the clown makeup from before that D beat the hell out of with a golf club and blew up with dynamite, right? Of course, I probably didn't. I don't know why I said that I did enough to kill him. I don't remember though, but so yeah, but it shows that it shows his half of his face is pretty bandaged up, So D really did some really good damage on him, And sometimes he's getting a bit mocked at, saying, "Hey, you got defeated by a measly monster," The guy who gets trying to push his buttons. So, but the whole fight was pretty action packed. They're fighting with, you can say, lightsabers. You can say, or put a term, a laser sword. And with this, they can turn that weapon even into a blaster, a gun blaster as well. And the guy, the clown guy, he's beating up for what the guy was, who's partnered up with D that doesn't want his help. He's getting beat up pretty bad, and even though he's getting beat up pretty bad, he still says he wants to. I can still handle this though, but clearly he shows he can't. So the guy who's giving the instructions about this thing, saying teamwork is necessary, which I keep saying Hibiki because that's who he is, but it's D disguises him. D saying, "Hey, we do need teamwork, But D does do a couple of clever things to, because he has to be extremely cautious because even with a single hit, his cover will be blown though if he gets hit once. Because you see, if he gets every time when you see him gets hit, the dust comes off of him, and he has to regenerate, put the dust back on him, right? So he has to be careful not to get hit, not even once though, because otherwise his cover will be blown, right? So, but he does a couple of clever ways, using fire extinguishers, blow up some fire extinguishers to create a mist so they can't see, right? And even he does a clever way where he disguises himself as both the girl who's from the green squad, right? He disguises both him and the guy, the clown guy, you know, trying to pin them against each other. I was like, oh, I'm sorry, I didn't see you there, you know. So, like, trying to pin them against each other, and which is kind of a clever way, because the girl was getting frustrated at the clown guy, you know, or Joker wannabe. You know, she sticks him with those green daggers of hers, and ultimately, you know, they're trying to D, he's doing pretty good fighting on his own though, but you know, he's trying to get the other guy, his partner, try to help defeat him together though, right? Like he takes like a van, runs it through, which I thought he was gonna run the guy over, but he missed though, and he's like, hey, you know, a little too confident, you know. He's saying and trying to push his partner's buttons. Like, hey, you want to do something? Go ahead, I want to help you, you know. And then ultimately, yeah, he does help him He does help him a little bit, you know. Like they're fighting with the laser sword battle, and just when they're now, I'm probably sure that people have seen that they're gonna fight each other because he does get a swipe on him, right? D gets a swipe him across the face, but they're gonna fight each other again, like going and then credits, right? Now, if people stuck around for after the credits, that's where it's still going because, you know, the outro is like a minute and a half long. Well, because I know there's more because it goes like 2.5 minutes, so there's probably another minute left after the credits, right? So yeah, there is after the credits, and this brother when they go at each other, D's partner grabs him by the legs to make sure he doesn't go anywhere, but just when they're about to hit each other, the bell rings, so the saying that the test is over. And it looks like they were very close to hitting each other in the face because, like I said, with D, gets swiped once, his cover's blown, right? So say, hey, that's the end of the first test. So they do this because they had 2 more days to go to do with this, you know. So, but yeah, it was very enjoyable, and just like Go-Go Loser Ranger hasn't failed to impress me. Hasn't failed to let me down. I'm trying to say, I really enjoyed it, you know. And like I said, if we'll see the real Hibiki again. Probably not for a little bit, though, probably. But I'm sure we'll see him again. And probably see more with Hibiki's sister, who's the Pink Ranger. You know, crazy obsessed with her brother. But it does. D did quite hold his own, not try to get hit or anything. But he does come up with a couple of clever ways, right? Like I said, using the fire extinguishers to obscure their vision so they can't see. Well, sometimes he because one of the other comrades on his team, well, he's not partnered with from the Green Squad, right? This girl who had these 2 different colored eyes handed him these drawings of the 2 they're going against, right? So he gets the idea to disguise themselves, their faces, right? And so, you know, try to pit them against disguises either one of them, trying to pit them against each other, which was kind of cool too, you know. Because that's why a clear way why using the extinguisher missed, because that way no one can see him change, right? So yeah, so it was pretty clever and cool at the same time. So yeah, it was, and I enjoyed the fights. You know, it was pretty action packed, probably more I've seen from this series so far. You know. So, but episode 6 of Go-Go Loser Ranger, really enjoyed it. You know, the show has never failed to impress me. You know. So yeah, so that's episode 6. Thanks for watching. Stay tuned for more. We'll see you next time. Later.